Brighten up those already bright mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Mornings at the Cabin, indeed. Wheeler and Lecter with you on your Thursday morning. It's Teen Burger Thursday here at Cabin Radio and at Mornings at the Cabin. More specifically, Mornings at the Cabin. Although you did do Teen Burger Thursday on Friday, or no, Thursday, 2 weeks ago, after Mornings at the Cabin. That pissed me off.
Let it go.
No.
All right.
No, I won't.
Shaking your head at me before we even went on air. What's going on this
Oh,
morning?
no, I was talking about the faders. Clams and Moose left the faders up.
Oh,
You ever?
God.
Yeah. You ever have a shared space and two people just leave it completely upside down?
First thing you learn in media college, zero the board when you're done.
Was that what it's called?
Yeah.
That's good lingo. I like
That's
that
good.
jargon
Yeah,
you're throwing
there
out
you
there.
go.
Zero the board, buddy.
There you go. Throw that out to your friends. Impress them.
I will. All my friends in Radiolands.
No, that won't impress them.
No, it
They'll be
won't.
like, yeah,
no,
that's
we
what
got
you
to
do.
zero the board. Yeah, no, it's like the first thing you learn in broadcasting school.
I
You didn't go to
also...
broadcasting school. No, I didn't.
No, I didn't. I couldn't help but notice I have a sticky note sitting here
Yes.
that I can only assume Clams wrote. And it just says, don't forget, log out.
You're here forever. Oh,
Shall we moment of truth this? Open
Yeah.
up the Facebook.
do it.
Oh, she logged out.
Oh, she's
Well
lucky.
done, Clams.
I
Well
had
done.
something up my sleeve for that.
Did you?
I'll save it for next time.
Okay.
I don't have anything. I'm just saying that. So now I save it for next time. I won't tell you until next time, which means I have all this time to think about something.
You're so sneaky.
I'm a sneaky sneak. This morning, it is a little cold and rainy. You might want to put on your slicker and get out there dressed as the killer from I Know What You Did Last Summer. What'd you do this summer? You stayed indoors and you stayed in the territory. But hey, it's been good. Weather's been nice, just not today.
Is it just me, or is this the most awake we've been in months?
I think
on
it's
a rainy morning.
I think it's because of the rain. It wakes you up. Ooh, shakes you.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Wheeler Lecture with you on your Thursday morning. Hearing Edward Bear last song really makes me want to refurb the entire music list. Great tune. It's a little out of touch. With where we're with the cool hip atmosphere that we're trying to project here.
What do you mean?
It's just a little.
It's about a
the-
broken-hearted songwriter
Whoa,
who can't relate to that.
Oh man, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Nah. I'm just. It's one of those oldies that we have that I'm just like, I think we need to move this.
It's CanCon.
elsewhere. I don't care.
Well, the CRTC will care.
I know.
If
And
they ever
if
give us
they
a
ever give us an
license.
FM license, we will certainly play all the CanCon they want.
And Edward Bear will be back in style.
No, he won't.
No?
Nope. We'll play more.
You're afraid of the bear.
I'm not afraid of the bear.
You're afraid of the bear.
afraid of J Bear.
Oh.
Not really. No, we'll play the more recent CanCon. You know?
Edward Fox.
Edward Fox. That's right. That's who I was talking about. Speaking of the past, remember Blockbuster Video? Remember
I do.
going on, and maybe not even date nights. I've taken first dates to a Blockbuster Video.
What?
Yeah. You're like, well, let's watch a movie tonight. Let's go have a drink, and then we'll go watch a movie.
Let me
And that's-
guess.
What?
You get there, and she said, this isn't what I had in mind.
I know. No, she never did.
She never did?
No.
That's
My
exactly
expectation-
what she had in mind.
My expectations always outdrew my date. No, but it was like back in the day, you could like go on a date night with your significant other as well. Like you take a Friday night, you're like, what do you want to do? I just want to stay inside. Great.
You
Let's go
could,
to
yeah.
go to Rogers Video, Blockbuster Video, whatever,
Right.
a video store.
Yeah.
And you troll around for like, maybe an hour trying
Right.
to pick a movie. And that was part of it. It was
You-
part of the fun.
You rent a game while you're there.
Rent a game, rent a PlayStation. But you know, argue about movies. You look out the box. This one sounds good. Blah blah blah. Heard good things about this one.
Yeah.
and there's something
Royal
that's-
Rumble 96?
Oh my
Huh?
God!
Yeah.
So good. Yeah, let's get WrestleMania 6. I love it. All these wrestling videos are great. But there was a time and a place where you could do that, and now it's just not the same on Netflix, right?
No.
Like you
Yeah.
scroll through Netflix, and it's supposed to feel like a video store. Like I go on this, I go on this, I go on this. Like I click on all these things,
Right.
But then you get the previews playing automatically. And you're like, stop! Just everybody stop!
Yeah.
I just want to look at the box. We come from a different time. That's fine. We're aging ourselves. That's fine. But little did we know, I've kind of heard tell of this, of the last remaining Blockbusters. There was one in Alaska, and that was one of the last remaining ones in the world.
Right.
And it closed down. So the last remaining Blockbuster is in Deschutes County, Oregon, in the States.
Okay.
And they have closed. They are no longer like operating as a video rental business. But what they are doing is very, very cool. They are turning their last Blockbuster into an Airbnb.
Oh, wow.
So you got the whole thing. You got all the videos are still there. They're still up on shelves. So maybe they are renting things, but it doesn't look like it from the story I'm gathering. But they've still got all the movies up on the shelves. They're renting out a space inside the Blockbuster that has a pull-out couch. Right on.
A pull-out couch.
That's right. Pull-out couch and a nice little setup. Like, it looks like an old-school setup that's got, like, the TV stand with all the shelves with all the movies on it. And then you look off to the side, and there's all the rows of all the movies. You can go there for the night, pick out your movies, and hang out in a Blockbuster. I love it.
You still have to bring the movie up to the front desk and check it out with a clerk who's just there all night.
Still a dude there all night. He has to be there. He has to supervise. He's got the blue shirt on. But it's pretty great.
He's got school tomorrow.
That's right. So you look it up on Airbnb and it says, dust off those membership cards for a sleepover.
Wow.
I love that.
That's
I love
awesome.
it. It's very nostalgic, obviously, but like being able to go through a video store again, I would relish that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something, like you said, we have Netflix now, which is, obviously great. We've got the world at our fingertips as far as entertainment goes.
But too much.
But it is. And there honestly, there's something unromantic about the fact that you'll never go into Netflix and the movie or whatever that you wanted to watch is not there.
It's not there.
It's sold,
and you
sold out.
And I mean, that's okay, I guess. But there's something about like, can you reserve this for me?
Yes.
Let me know when it comes back in.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they give you a call, and it's like, oh, by the way, The Last Boy Scout, your copy of The Last Boy Scout has arrived. What? The Last Boy Scout?
Looks like it's date night.
Looks like... Have you seen The Last Boy Scout?
I have not.
That's classic.
Is that an actual movie?
1991.
No.
Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans.
What?
In like a Lethal Weapon-esque buddy cop movie. But Damon Wayans isn't a cop. He's a disgraced L.A. quarterback. And Bruce Willis is a disgraced L.A. cop.
Oh.
He's basically John McClane. He's Bruce Willis. It's like peak Bruce Willis, 88 through 92, where he just played John McClane every time.
Right.
And it's like Tony Scott directed it, who's the brother of Ridley Scott, who directed, like, I don't know, Crimson Tide and things like this. So it's a huge actioner, super funny, and you should watch it.
That's another throwback when we used to celebrate disgraced cops.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, he wasn't disgraced. He was divorced.
That's pretty disgraceful. I don't know, Jesse.
Back in the day, we were a little bit more conservative. Like, this guy's divorced.
Ew.
He's got that stink on him.
Ooh.
Not so much anymore.
Well,
he's like, and his name's not John McClane. It's John Hallenbeck.
Oh,
that's right. And then you got Damon Wayans there, who had peak Damon Wayans, who's super funny. So it's basically like kind of riffing on the Lethal Weapon thing, right?
Right.
Bruce Willis, a little psycho, and then you got the Damon Wayans character, and it's fantastic. It is fantastic.
Great.
Yeah, you should watch it. I own it. I'll give it to you. But that's like what was going into Blockbuster. Finding your favorite movie, it's not there. Reserve it for me.
Yeah.
And you got to rush all the way back. And sometimes it happened on the same night, and you're like, oh my god, our luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have that thrill anymore.
So this is in Bend, Oregon, and it's the last Blockbuster location in the world.
Just around the bend.
There you go. And then you can apparently you help yourself to Nerds Race, that you can help yourself to the stuff that's on the board.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope the candy shelf is like fully stocked
Candy's
too.
from like 1996.
Yeah. Old
Beautiful.
popcorn.
I love it.
It gets better with age.
It does. Leave it in the bag overnight. See what happens. So go on Airbnb. If you're ever in Bend, Oregon, I would make a trip. If I was going like the Pacific Coast Highway or something like that, which I've always wanted to do, because it's a beautiful, beautiful drive.
Yeah.
I would stop in Bend, Oregon.
Do you think there's anything else there?
No. If it kept the last Blockbuster open for that long, I mean, Oregon's kind of what's the word? Hipsterish. So I mean, that's probably maybe why it stayed open.
Yeah.
But if it stayed open that long, you never know.
Still competing with the only gas station in town that still rents movies.
That's right. And you know what? Just have it. You don't even need to just take them. Yeah. But yeah, you're
They're
right.
so nice here in Bend.
Netflix is just not the same. You just scroll through. Have you ever had a night where you scroll through for like an hour and then don't pick anything?
Yes.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast. Hey, it was early. What do you want from us?
We've invited along intern. Well, you're not an intern. I mean,
I think that's my title
is
for
it
now.
Really? But you're here till like December or January.
Yeah.
Like you're a resident.
Resident.
Resident Gen Zer or Zedder. Is it? I mean,
ZZ.
Well, we're in
Because
Canada, so Zed.
yeah. You know what? I love this country, but I hate that.
You hate Zed?
I don't like Zeds.
Okay.
Call them Z's.
Z's easier to say.
Especially when you say Z's easier.
Sounds cute, too. Gen Z.
Gen Z.
You're Gen Z.
Resident Gen Zer. Megan Brackenberry, who you've been hearing on the news. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The reason we brought you on is because Cabin Radio, sans me, will be putting on another drive-in movie coming up very soon. What is it, October 2nd? Is that the one?
Had they nailed down a date? I don't think they had, but late September, early October.
Going back into my notes here.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one at least on October 2nd. So one on September 18th, and the second showing will be on October 2nd.
Okay.
So AJ put out the message yesterday for movies.
Yes.
Just knock off 10 PG-13 movies that you'd like to see.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So PG-13, that back in the day that meant something a little different. Now I think you're allowed one F word, and that's about it. But then all the violence,
how the times have changed.
the violence you could ever handle, all the explosions, car chases, gunshots, all of that stuff. PG-13, absolutely. Only one swear word and no nudity. That's PG-13.
So Megan, you weren't around for our first drive-in movie theater, right. which we reminded ourselves was May 8th.
May 8th.
It
feels like last year.
Yeah. Like honestly. It was a big success. The first drive-in movie, as far as we know, in Yellowknife's history, which was very exciting.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we showed Jurassic Park. We had the choice. We gave the choice out to our listeners to vote on. They had to pick between Jurassic Park, Hook, and Groundhog Day.
So, confession time. I have never seen any of those three movies.
What?
I know.
This is.
I know.
You know what? I'm trying to feign shock, but you told us this off the air, so I can't double up on it. But it's still shocking. Not that you haven't seen Groundhog Day or Hook. Well, Hook, I mean, it's right there. But Jurassic Park.
I know.
That is legitimately one of the best movies ever made.
I know, and I get the reference. Like I know, she in the kitchen with the monster running around.
The monster.
You're the dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur.
Sorry, yes.
They're not monsters. They didn't ask to be here.
They didn't have to be made. It's like calling an emu a monster. Look at the monster.
Sorry, the dinosaur.
The dinosaur.
The
That's
small,
right.
scary dinosaur.
Oh,
and
my Lord.
I'm familiar with the theme song because we played it in school band.
Nice.
So I know the theme song pretty intimately, but I have never seen the movie.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
No.
So we were talking off the air before. You are Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Right?
I am Gen Z.
Yeah.
Or
Apparently,
Z.
yeah. She
Yes.
said Gen X at the first. And
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm confused.
Although
It's
you are
early.
an old soul, and Gen Xers are getting into their 50s now.
They're regressing.
That's my
actually.
mother. Yeah.
That's right.
So Gen X. But anyways, no, I'm Gen Z.
Wait.
Gen Z. Okay.
Young, youthful,
Yeah.
full of life.
Oh, my Lord. Full of life, ready to take down the world.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. Let's just burn this whole thing to the ground.
Why
That's
not?
Gen Z.
Why not?
With positivity. Though. Burn it to the ground.
Right.
With positivity.
With smiles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
So in our ever ongoing quest to understand the youth of today, the kids,
Yes.
let's try and get a sense of. So you've never seen Jurassic Park, you've never seen Hook, you've never seen Groundhog Day. These are kind of fundamental movies of our generation, our
Pretty
youth.
much. Yeah, I think so.
Certainly Gen X,
Yeah.
and I think millennials mostly too. Most millennials have seen all three of those movies.
Yeah.
So Jesse put up he sent AJ a list of movies that would be possible contenders. I want to go through these one by one, and you tell me which of these you have seen.
Okay. I'm probably not the best candidate for this because there's a lot of classic movies that I haven't seen even from my era. But yes, go ahead.
Don't worry, I'm in the same boat.
Okay.
We're you're okay. On
And then
this.
we're going to
Okay.
come back to what you think is a classic movie from your era.
Yes.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So right off the top,
Yes.
Indiana Jones.
Any
Any of them.
Except Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I don't want any of that nonsense. I don't
Okay.
want none of that.
None of them.
None of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Not a one.
Stand by Me.
Yes.
Okay.
Love that movie.
That's actually a bit of an outlier. A lot of people haven't seen Stand
I
by
haven't
Me, so
seen
she's
that one.
Seen it.
I
You haven't
have.
seen it.
I haven't seen Stand by
Stand by
Me.
Me.
Wow.
No.
Okay. Now it's my turn to act surprised.
What?
So good.
It's
All
so
right.
good.
You told us off the air already that you've never seen any of the Star Wars movies.
No.
So
Empire Strikes Back
Empire
is off
Strikes
the
Back.
list.
Yeah, that's out of there.
Off the
The first Spider-Man movie
Tobey
starring
Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
No.
No dice?
I've seen
Okay.
very little superhero movies.
Okay, I can. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
The original Batman, 1989, starring Michael Keaton.
No.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. This one, I feel like, this is a big one.
Yes.
For your
Pirates of the Caribbean.
No.
Although, to be fair, that movie came out when she was 6.
Yeah. I mean,
6 or 7. You were born in 99?
98.
98.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
I graduated high school in 1999.
Yeah.
And that movie came out, what, 2004?
2006.
2006.
I mean, like, I have friends who, like, love that movie.
Right.
So it definitely is of my generation.
Yeah.
I'm
Totally.
just out of it.
Like
Yeah.
pirate movie when you're like 6 or 7 or 8, like
That's
big
perfect.
action movie. Yeah.
So timeline-wise, that came out in your lifetime about when, for me, Jurassic Park came out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the first
6 or 7.
Yeah, Jurassic Park was the first movie I remember being taken to by my parents and them like prepping me for it, being like, "Now, Scott,
This is going to be
this
scary.
is going to be a little scary."
There's
lots of
monsters. Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so next, the Lord of the Rings series.
I've seen the first one.
Oh,
you've
that's
seen
the one that's on the list.
Okay.
Just the one. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't remember
Fellowship.
anything
How
about
come
it.
you didn't
but
watch the rest?
Yeah.
I don't enjoy it. Like,
Didn't
Fair.
like it.
Fair
Okay,
it's
enough.
great. It's a good movie, but it's just not my like genre. So,
Okay.
but
All right,
yeah,
fair
I
enough.
appreciate it.
Gotcha.
Fair enough. Okay.
Okay, this one I feel like I already know the answer to. Jaws.
Yes.
You have seen
I've
Jaws.
seen Jaws.
Wow.
I feel like we're gonna go a little like we're not gonna see the really well known stuff from like this generation, like 2000s.
Right.
But if we go back a little bit, I feel like she's gonna have more knowledge of that.
Yep.
Stand by Me and Jaws off of this list. That makes sense.
That shocks me for some reason.
Really?
I don't know
Jaws
why.
is a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but it's a hokey kind of classic.
How dare you?
Like,
It is
you know,
not hokey. It's
it's-
a very well made movie.
It's kind of hokey.
I think that's what makes it classic, though,
That's
is
fair
that
enough,
it's kind of
yeah.
didn't age. The effects didn't age well, so it's fun to watch now.
The effects weren't great for 1975, but I mean,
Was that when it
that's-
came out?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I mean, that's what one of the reasons it makes it so kind of cool. Like the reason that you don't see the shark a lot,
Right.
is because it kept on malfunctioning, which actually makes the movie better because you don't see it until you see it. It's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Right.
They wanted more shark, but
Yeah,
the
no,
technology wouldn't allow it.
the original script had tons of shark.
Ah,
Tons.
gotcha. That's what I love about
Right.
Jurassic Park is that the monsters still look great, even today.
Yeah.
monsters.
Wow. Okay.
All right, 2 more.
Yes.
Men in Black.
No.
No. Okay.
That's a classic.
Yeah,
That's a classic.
It is
Is
a
that
classic.
is Will Smith in the original?
He is.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It
And
is-
I would love
That's all I
that for the
know.
drive-in movie.
that
That'd be
was
great.
right on the tail end of Will Smith's like hot streak through the 90s.
Pretty
It was
much.
like, yeah, like
yeah,
98,
like,
99.
We had
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 years there.
Yeah. He was on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And then last one. One of the biggest grossing movies ever.
third biggest
Titanic.
I've seen Titanic.
You have
I've
seen
seen
Titanic.
Of course.
Okay. Did you watch it in
Confidently
school?
No.
No.
Do they
Okay.
watch it in school?
We watched it in school for some reason.
Not for a history project.
Oh my
no,
God.
I think it was just like the year is winding down. Let's occupy the
watch
children
That's
for the last few
interesting.
days.
That's
I did love that about the end of school. It's like, it's the last day.
Yeah.
Rolls on a TV. You're like, oh,
I know.
snap.
We watched Schindler's List in
Oh,
one of
that's
the
a good
last
one for
days.
school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good one for school. It was very
I remember we did a movie night. So, like, we couldn't watch
Right.
it during, so we, 2 English classes, right? Both doing the same curriculum, obviously. English, I think it was English 10. And we didn't have time during the day. So we planned a movie night. We all came in at like 7 o'clock after school and then watched the movie then.
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And I remember sneaking out with a friend of mine during intermission and smoking some cannabis. But came back and watched the second half of Schindler's List. Just not. It was, shouldn't be. This is confession time. It's not good. Okay, good. So you've seen a few of those.
I've seen a few.
I want to go back into this. Can we come back to this?
Yeah, sure.
Will you hang out?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, you got some time?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
you can go do work for 10 minutes and then you got to come.
Okay, and then I'll come back.
So come back and have fun with us.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
I love
okay.
it.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast was recorded before a sort of live, thankfully not in the studio, audience.
Mornings at the Cabin, U2 Desire. Hour number 1 of MATC endeth. Hour number 2 starteth now. I don't think starteth is a word. I always find it a little unnerving when Bono does something that he probably thinks is sexy, like at the beginning of Desire when he goes, ugh. Every time. I like the song, but that's just the beginning. Ugh.
Yeah, it's tedious rehearsals for that one.
Ugh, Desire. Wheeler Electra back with you on your Thursday morning, joined once again by Megan Brackenberry to talk a little moviedom. We were talking classic movie options for the drive-in movie that we are going to be doing on September 18th and also on October 2nd. Surprised us by a couple things she hasn't seen. Jurassic Park being the main one, which is a crime to her childhood. Carrie, if you're listening, that's Megan's mother. You really dropped the ball on that one. Like, she's really intelligent and funny and a really good good broadcaster and a great writer. She's great. You did a great job there. On the movie part with Jurassic Park part, terrible. Terrible thing you did to your kid. That's fine.
Yeah. Tough childhood.
Tough childhood all around. Yeah, I mean, you made her believe that dinosaurs were monsters.
That's the narrative I was sold as a
That's
child.
the narrative.
Yeah.
There's enough monsters in our world without calling dinosaurs monsters.
Gen X and their narratives. That's right, Carrie. We're calling you Gen X. I think that's right.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Yeah, she's Gen Xer. All right. So anyway, back into it. We want to get into these movies. We've got that list there. I think there's some really solid options. I like Jaws. I think Jaws is a great drive-in option.
Yeah?
Right? Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of want to watch it again now, knowing the little background story
Okay,
you
but
told
watch
us
it.
about it.
Watch it with watch it. Okay, watch it for the acting. Watch it for how Spielberg frames a scene.
Right.
Don't watch it till
That's how I watch every movie.
Stop it. Don't watch it so you can see the shark and be like, well, that looks fake. I don't want to hear it.
Scott, you've never seen Jaws.
No, I've seen
Never seen
Jaws.
Jaws. Oh, he's
It's
seen Jaws.
It's
Megan
been
has
a
seen
while.
Jaws.
I've
was
never seen Jaws.
You've never seen
Oh,
Jaws?
you've never seen Jaws. Okay.
I have seen Jurassic Park, but only because we had to watch it in grade 9 science class for whatever reason.
I thought you were
That's
going to
a
say
see-
only because we showed it
scientific.
at our drive-in.
We were just
No,
exactly. I thought you were
didn't
going
go
to
to
say
that. Sadly.
We were
I
gonna
didn't want
say-
to go alone in my car.
Aww.
That's funny because we were talking about Megan watched Titanic at school and we were like, not for a history project. And she, no, it's just a waste of time.
Right.
And but you said you watched Jurassic Park for science.
Yes.
And there's not a lot of great science in that movie.
Yeah,
It's like,
mean.
hey, we're going to take the blood from a 65 million-year-old mosquito and put some toad blood in there, and there's your dinosaur.
There you go.
I don't think
Plug in the holes.
plug in
and
the
you got
holes.
yourself a
Yeah,
dinosaur.
that's right. Exactly. To connect the codes and to fit the holes. Phew. And there you have it. A baby dinosaur. It's Mr. DNA.
That's pretty good.
That's
Oh,
Mr.
man.
DNA.
Just so you know, Megan, that
Lost
was,
on- yeah.
that was great.
Mr. DNA, where did you come? From your blood. I love that movie.
That's very good.
So good. So you need to see Jurassic Park.
Okay, we'll do.
Okay,
on the
perfect.
list.
Okay, so when we were talking about classic movies that I was going to show, like your parents showed you some classic movies when you were a kid from their generation. I was saying I'll do the same whenever. Probably not going to have kids, but maybe. It's a discussion for another time. So I wanted to hear what the classic movies from your generation that you feel. Now, you mentioned one off the air. You said Mean Girls. Absolutely agree.
So good.
Definitely.
Fantastic
Yes.
movie. The only thing I get wistful about watching that movie now, because I'll watch it every once in a while, put it on because it's so funny and it still holds up. I get wistful for whatever reason about Lindsay Lohan. I'm just like, oh, there's so much potential.
Oh,
I
so
know.
much
Like in Mean
potential.
Girls, when you saw her in Mean Girls, you're like, oh, this is like she's going to be the leading lady of the
Yeah.
future. Like this is the woman that's going to take this generation and kind of
She just come off
Yeah.
Freaky Friday.
yeah.
And
There's
then
a
Mean
high-
Girls.
Confessions
yes.
of a Drama Queen of a
Knocked
high school
it out
drama.
of the
That's
park.
a great film.
Oh,
Just my
Great
luck.
film.
Yeah.
Great film.
Okay, so wanted
Yes.
to talk more about what you think are classics from your gen. So you're born in 98. Good
98.
Lord. Good Lord. So around the time you start really inhaling movies or actually having movies kind of get into your brain, about 8.
And your
between 8
lungs.
and 10 or
Yeah.
something. Into your lungs.
Yeah.
Breathe it in like COVID-19. So between 8 and 10, I would say. There's movies you like when you're 4, right? But I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
whatever. The movies you start to remember and actually start to influence what you like.
Yes.
Between 8 and 12, let's say.
8 and 12. Okay.
Yeah. So 2006 to 2010. Oh my god.
Whew, okay, I might get the years off on this. I don't know if I have
Oh,
everything
my Lord.
in a timeline, but
Okay.
School of Rock,
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
big.
That's
one.
a great option
Great.
for the movie.
That's a great
drive-in
option
movie.
for the drive-in movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I went on a first date to that movie. That movie came out in
Really?
2003.
Yeah,
Yeah,
around
2003.
there, yeah.
October 03.
Okay.
And I went on a first date with my first serious girlfriend.
Mm.
I had a girlfriend before that I saw for a few months. But my first serious girlfriend, we were together for over 2 years, and we worked together. We lived together for a time.
And then she told you to step off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Got
Good
it.
reference.
Thank you
yeah.
for bringing up.
Thank you.
I like
Thank you for bringing up that. Yeah,
Chalk one up for me.
I was caught in a dumb daze. Didn't take much to memorize my life. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah,
so School of Rock. Okay.
School of Rock.
Yep.
Iconic.
Yes.
I mean, High School Musical.
I don't agree, but go ahead.
It's not for like the cinema of it, but it came out at the exact time when everyone in my like age group was like the perfect age.
Did you have a
seen
big
it.
crush on Zac Efron?
Yes, I actually had a crush on Corbin Bleu. Who
What?
was Chad?
Is that a person's name?
Yeah, Corbin Bleu. Like, yeah.
But I was going to say, I'm not sure if he pronounces it bleu.
Corbin Bleu? Corbin Bleu?
I think it's bleu. Yeah, Corbin Bleu. Okay,
Corbin
there you
Bleu.
go.
Yeah,
I feel like that one will endear you to a lot of people. A lot of our listeners will be like, High School Musical.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Cabin audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to think of other ones. I think maybe this one isn't really like my age cohort. Like it's a bit before, but
Just give us your classic movies that you really
Okay.
love. Doesn't need to
That
be in those,
I
that
love?
time. That doesn't need to be in that time.
Well, and you were telling
That's
us
a
that
different
you're more into horror.
Yeah.
You're big
I
time into
love
horror
horror.
movies.
I
Yeah,
love
okay.
horror movie, and that's a recent evolution. Well, like
Oh.
within the last couple years.
Exorcist.
'cause Love The Exorcist.
Love it.
It's great.
Love it.
Great film. Super fun.
Super fun.
I love to watch it.
Yeah, that scene where she does that thing with the crucifix, super fun.
Yeah, that was it. Whew.
She was
and then,
12 when she made that movie.
Oh my god,
It's
really?
nuts. Yeah, it actually messed her up for a lot of years.
I was gonna say, geez. And I always wonder if like the people when they're filming horror movies are scared.
Now, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Especially when they do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Did you know that she did a spoof movie of that in 1993? It's called Repossessed. She did it with Leslie Nielsen.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Linda
no.
Blair did. It is fantastically terrible, but it's fantastic.
Wow.
Anyway, keep going.
Gotta tune in. Okay, so I loved a cartoon that I loved as a kid was The Iron Giant.
Beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Awesome
Yeah.
movie.
It's favorite
Great.
cartoon. Gets me every time.
Yeah.
I'm always when he's like, "You are not a gun." I'm always like, "Oh my god, he's not a gun!" Like it's so.
Yeah, it's one of those
So
movies you,
beautiful.
like say like the Academy of the Oscars looks back on and be like, we probably should have voted that in for Best Picture, or at least had it nominated because it's fantastic.
Oh, it's so good. I mean, The Godfather is a classic.
It is.
Classic.
Whoa.
The-
I didn't expect that one.
I
Yeah.
think I'm kind of tuning into like what she's laying down. Like she's like a lot older movies are kind of like
Yeah.
you know a lot more older movies.
Huh.
Yeah. I would say that's true.
Godfather 1 or 2? Preference?
I mean, I think 1.
3 guys, come on.
I've never
Let's
seen
hear some love for
3.
3. You're literally not missing anything.
Okay, I chose not to. Oh my god, I almost forgot another movie that I love that like in high school I had to watch it like every couple months was Rocky.
You had to watch
Really?
it every couple
What?
of months.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
like
I
you just-
loved it
for
so
you.
much.
Yeah, yeah.
For me, it was like
It's a
cleansing.
great movie.
I
Gotcha.
was like,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, this is
Gotcha.
A lot of
classic
people
kill.
don't remember that like got nominated for best. Did it win Best Picture? It won Best Picture. Did it win Best
Think.
Picture? It was nominated for Best Picture. Stallone was nominated for Best Actor. Like it was nominated for like 8 Academy Awards.
Yeah, and I think he wrote it on like
He
a
did write it.
shoestring budget.
Yeah, oh,
like,
yeah.
barely
Yeah.
got it produced. But anyways, love that film. And then I'm trying to think of other things. I mean,
What is the movie you've watched the most ever?
Jesus Christ Superstar.
What?
1973.
Nice, nice.
Wow.
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
that's
like,
iconic.
It's pretty good.
In
It's
my
pretty iconic.
family,
Yeah, yeah.
I felt like Godfather was out of left field, but then just wow.
No,
Went
that
straight
is-
to the bleachers.
Went straight
Well, I mean,
back.
you love theater, so that makes sense.
I love theater.
Love
It's
theater.
my favorite, but like specifically that version because
That
I
movie version.
grew up on that. We had the album. We watched it like every like Easter, whatever. Like
Right.
listen to it every year. I can
Yeah.
sing the whole thing from like
Wow.
top to bottom.
Nice.
Maybe not now.
Can you
but
hit the high note? Yeah.
Yeah, I was in a like not stupid. I shouldn't say that about my own productions, but like in a drama camp, we did it, and I was the pilot.
Nice.
Very interestingly, so I just had to like count to 40, and that was great. Or 39, sorry.
Oh, so you played the monster.
I played the monster. I know what it's like to be the monster in the story. But yeah, no, but specifically that like 1973 version because
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a purist. Although that's not really the original because it was on
It's not.
Broadway.
It was on
before
Broadway,
that.
yeah.
But like that you can't beat the vocals of that one.
It's pretty incredible.
Like
Right.
Jesus and Judas, like they are top tier.
Way
Yeah.
up there. Way up
Never
there.
better.
All right, there it
Never
is.
Better. Yeah.
We're not going to play that at the drive-thru.
I'm a Joseph
Don't
and his
play that.
amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat kind of guy myself.
Ew.
Wow.
West Side Story, yo.
Yeah,
West Side
that's
Story.
classic.
talking it. Yeah.
1960. West Side Story.
It's great. Although
Natalie Wood plays a Puerto Rican.
I was going to say.
She's white as can be, doesn't sing her own vocals, has the worst accent ever, but it's fantastic. Like a dance knife fight, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You
that's
can't
awesome.
beat it.
Okay.
First number when they're like,
and Officer Krupke's fantastic song.
Great.
I used to watch it and just rewind it. Officer Krupke.
So none of those are options.
No, none of those are options. None of those.
But they're great.
I think Jaws. Gets my vote for one of them.
Yeah, I'll go with that. It's been a long time. I'd love to watch Jaws again.
Yeah. And Sarah, we wanted to get you in on this because you haven't seen anything.
No.
What's the movie you've seen the most, and how many times have you seen it?
I don't know. Probably The Little Mermaid, just because my sister wanted to watch that
Yeah.
time after time after
Yes.
time after time
Okay,
as
fair
kids.
enough.
Can we do Little Mermaid?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was more of a 101 Dalmatians fan myself.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. No, I mean, like outside of kiddom, because as a kid you just watch things over and over again because either your sister wants to or you just do. As an adult, favorite movie, like the movie you've seen the most.
Maybe not necessarily favorite movie, but movie I've seen a lot would be Pitch Perfect.
Fair enough.
Because it came out when I was in undergrad.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
So we were watching it all the time then, and then after that, when I was in Fort Smith, there was these kids that I used to look after, and they wanted to watch Pitch Perfect all the time.
Nice. Yeah.
And if it was on TV, like on a weekend, then they would just like replay on like CBC or whatever. So we'd
Oh,
watch
yeah.
it like 3 times in a weekend. So I've seen Pitch Perfect.
I'm
Perfect a lot.
just realizing now that I totally confused High School Musical and Pitch Perfect.
Fair enough.
So have you seen Pitch Perfect?
Nope.
What?
No.
But Pitch Perfect is actually it's actually is it's almost like a Mean Girls to me because when I first saw it, it like took me by surprise. I thought we were going to like a kids movie, and we saw it and it was like, oh, it's got some edge. It's very funny, and like the singing's great.
Yeah.
So like not like Mean Girls with the singing, but like it took me off guard. And it's one of those movies that I can still watch all the time. The sequels, not so much, but the first one, pretty great. Megan, thank you for giving us this information. We're going to take this to the drive-in movie people, and we're going to think about it. We're not going to do Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Fair enough. All right. We'll probably put it out to you guys September 18th for the first showing, October 2nd for the second showing.
Well, I think we will.
That's what I said. We'll put it.
You said, well, probably.
No, I think we'll just pick it.
We'll just pick it
Yeah,
ourselves.
that's right.
Yeah.
Let people just eat it.
You had your choice the first one. This one's our choice.
Yeah, that's
All right?
yeah. Cabin choice.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Mornings of the Cabin, Little Queen, 7 Seas of Rye. Wheeler, Lecter, and AJ with you on your Thursday morning. I can't wait to sing that song. Hopefully we'll be able to do the Queen show next year.
When you play Freddie.
I don't play Freddie. No.
Still not quite sure how
I play
show
the
works.
unfortunately named Khashoggi.
Khashoggi?
That's his name in the show, yeah.
And who is that?
He is a peon of the Killer Queen, who is like the leader of the force that keeps people down.
Oh.
And music will set them free.
That sounds like someone had to make up a name in like
It's
a
not
hasty writing
a
session.
well-written musical.
Come up with
But
a name
it's
right
a lot
now.
of fun.
Khashoggi.
Khashoggi.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Also
Anyway.
the name of that journalist who was dismembered by the Shah. Yeah. Anyway, you didn't remember that story?
What?
It was like from a few years ago. The journalist. We won't get into it. It's a little dark.
Okay.
Much,
I mean, yeah.
much darker than the Queen.
Absolutely, way darker than that. Anywho, I wanted to finish off on a brighter note because it's raining and it's dark outside, and we've been talking about some serious stuff off the mic.
Yeah.
What's going on this weekend? You got any plans?
Oh, I thought we were talking more movies.
You want to talk more movies?
I thought that's what we were just finishing.
Let's
like
give
the whole
her.
show has been about movies.
Let's give her. Yeah, the whole show has been about
Yeah.
movies. Okay.
So we brought AJ in because he is the work guy.
Yeah.
You're the idea guy.
The work guy.
He's the work guy.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about the next drive-in theater.
Yes.
And what movies we're going to show.
That's right. There's going to be a kids movie too. We didn't mention that.
Oh yes, yeah. So AJ, what can you tell us? What has been figured out?
I'll tell you pretty much everything.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Let's
So
hear it.
September 18th,
Okay.
I believe it's at 8 o'clock. We're going to start it up again.
Okay.
So that'll be the first session. And then there'll be a double header October 2nd.
Okay.
So we're going to start a little earlier. I think around, actually it might be around 8 o'clock as well.
Right.
And
It'd be dark enough around then.
Yeah,
by
and it'll be
that
a
time.
kids movie. So the first one's going to be a kids movie.
Yeah.
So they don't.
They can see really well. They don't.
Yeah, they don't typically go as long.
Yeah.
Like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And then we might even have like a little intermission musical performance. We'll see.
Oh.
That's kind of up in the air right now.
By who?
DJ Semi Blanco.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get Puppy in there too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but That's tentative. we haven't asked him yet. So,
okay. Well, you just did.
Yeah. Sammy, if you could just reach out and give us your answer, that'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
But we'll put you in the docket.
Sammy does not listen to the show.
And then the second movie will be another adult movie.
Nice.
So we'll
adult movie. Okay, jeez.
Yeah, should definitely not word it like that. Yeah.
Whoa.
Good Lord.
We're going to watch porn.
Okay, well, you didn't have to say the word.
No, it'll just be like a PG-13 movie.
That's adult enough.
As opposed to a G. And that's it. That's all you need to know.
Cool.
Yeah, and we're going to do another poll on Facebook through Cabin
Now,
Radio
I said
NWT.
probably, but apparently we are doing it. I'm being forced to ask people for their opinions on what movie.
You are being forced to ask people. Which is why this show is so great right now, because I'm writing all these down. These are great suggestions.
You are not writing anything down right now.
In my head.
Oh,
Mentally writing them
down. In my brain.
In my brain.
Yeah. So we have the children's. You gave us a list of the kids' movies that it could be for October 2nd.
Yep.
Frozen 2, veto. Moana.
I want to go on record saying this is not my list.
Okay, fair. Moana, veto. Dumbo, veto.
Veto.
Yeah, like, I love Dumbo, but those last 10 minits are harsh.
Yeah, that's a racist movie.
Super duper racist.
Dumbo is a bad suggestion. I don't know who that was. That Dave? Did Dave suggest Dumbo?
You know what?
Dave, did you forget the last 10 minutes?
I'm not going to out him, but he works for the city.
He plans events for the city.
He coordinates
special events. Specifically.
We'll just call him Dave Z. No, wait, that's too obvious. D Z. No, I mean, Dumbo. Like, off the top of your head, like, oh yeah, Dumbo's a good kids movie, great. But I think a lot of people forget that last 10 minutes where it's like, good Lord, this is not great.
And why Frozen 2? Why not just Frozen?
Well, because it just came out.
I agree with you.
Frozen 2 is the most recent one, right?
Yeah, but I think
I haven't seen Frozen.
Like, parents aren't going to take your kids to see Frozen 2 because you've been watching it nonstop.
Right.
Like,
so that's what you want to do. You want to get away from the movies that you've been watching for us, which is why the last 3 are pretty good on this list.
Yep.
Angels in the Outfield.
Good one.
That's a great one, yeah.
It's been a long time.
Land Before Time.
Great one.
Great.
Littlefoot.
And Cool Runnings.
Yeah, also a good one.
Yeah, I could do without Cool Runnings.
Really?
I like the movie, but I've just seen it so many times.
Yeah.
I could do without it.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah. I would like to throw in Incredibles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Incredibles is a fantastic
good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Little Mermaid on behalf of
No.
Sarah.
Veto.
Yeah. No. Little Mermaid.
Veto.
Why?
Because.
Why do you veto Little Mermaid?
Well, because I've been watching Sopranos a lot, and Vito just died.
Oh, so you just
Say
can't
veto.
get that off your brain.
Veto!
Yeah, fair. Okay. So Angels in the Outfield made me think of The Sandlot as well.
Of course.
Absolutely, yeah.
I would even throw that into the main mix.
Yeah? Why not?
I think a lot of...
It's a great movie. Don't get me wrong.
I think any age group would enjoy The Sandlot.
That's true. That's why Jurassic Park is in there again.
Yeah. We're doing that again.
Yeah, let's throw that in there again. People want to watch it. I'm not going to stop.
I suggested Lost World, but I was like, no.
Yeah,
Jurassic
and you
Park
go
again.
quickly shout it down,
Yeah.
and for good reason. Lost World is not good.
And then, thrown out of the building.
It's okay.
Yeah, well, I liked it.
But I mean, the new Jurassic Park, Dominion, is going to be basically the last part of the Lost World. For the whole movie.
Coming out next summer,
Who
I think.
knows?
Oh,
Who
I'm
knows?
excited.
Yeah,
it's going to
very
be good.
excited. Yeah. All the other ones have been great.
They have to rewrite the script. The dinosaurs die of coronavirus.
The monsters.
The monsters.
Monsters, sorry.
Please.
The monsters, yeah.
The monsters of Jurassic Park. Kids. That's a great list for the kids' movies. Obviously, like you said, we'll put out a poll.
Yep.
We'll put out an ask if you guys have any kids' movies that you want to suggest right off the bat. Melanson, I know you said Little Monsters. We're not watching that garbage. All right, we're not watching Howie Mandel and Fred Savage just rip off Monsters Inc. I think it's the other way around. But no, I'm not going to do that one.
Howie Mandel, what a career.
No doubt. What an odd career, but he's been around for
odd.
40 years.
Yeah, and he's probably the most famous now just because he's on X Factor.
Well, he's definitely making the most money he's ever made.
Yeah.
We should throw Monsters Inc. into the mix, too. That's
Monsters
Ollie's
Inc.
favorite movie.
It is all.
That is a good movie, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great movie. Any Pixar movie, really.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, just throw them all in.
I do like the sense of like an older movie though. Like The Sandlot.
Yeah.
That just fits well in a drive-in setting.
Yeah, well, that's why Goonies was so popular this past summer,
Yeah.
right? And Jurassic Park, because it's like one of those. It's a drive-in movie. It really is.
No
It's a
Goonies.
great adventure.
No Goonies.
It's a great adventure.
No. Hashtag no Goonies.
You know what?
What?
You know what?
Veto.
While you guys talk about that,
Sorry,
I'm gonna
Vito
put
died.
in. Okay, yeah, Vito died. You guys talk about that for a second. I'm just going to see if we have the song from Goonies, and we're going to play it
Is there a song?
Okay,
from
we can play
Goonies?
songs.
Cindy
from Goonies.
Lauper did a couple of songs.
Yeah.
Oh,
She did Goonies Are Good Enough. It's the song that plays during the movie.
oh,
Like, for you it's good enough for you. Yeah.
no.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Well,
No.
put it on.
Okay.
It must have gone with the movie so well that I didn't even notice it.
That's right.
It was such a perfect match.
Something like that.
Or you're just not doing it justice.
I'm not. I mean, I don't think I can sing like Cyndi Lauper. But you know what? We're going to put that on, and maybe that gets the Goonies in your brain. You want to vote for that? Let us know. Send your suggestions, and then we'll do the poll probably in a week's time. Next week, we'll do it.
September 1st.
You want to do the poll on September 1st?
Yeah, I think is
Okay.
the plan to put the poll out.
Okay.
Okay.
You
There it is.
understand that you have, for the poll to go out, it's going to have to go through Scott or I. So you just let us know when you'd like to do it, and then we will put it out there.
I wouldn't even dream of doing it.
No, you
without
literally
you.
just told us when it's going to happen. I'd like to do it right now.
Okay, look. Look, idea guy. Could really use some ideas on this.
I gave you some. Let's do another drive-in movie.
Dustin, late game suggestion.
Yeah.
Homeward Bound.
Ooh,
Yes.
yeah. It's
I
got
like
Yellowknife
that one.
connections. It's
I
got
like
Yellowknife
that one.
connections.
Could we even get all three animals like doppelgangers in Yellowknife? And we'll just get
Probably.
them to roam around the parking lot. Be like, there's Shadow right there.
Shadow.
I mean, Penny's
Shadow's
just a
taking
tiny
dump right next
version
to my
of Shadow.
car. That's right. Yeah.
So, yeah,
mini
there you
Shadow.
go.
Mini Shadow.
Yeah. Well, it's got Yellowknife connections. The grandson of the woman who wrote it lives in town.
Oh,
That's right.
cool.
There's no way Penny could do that journey.
No.
No.
She'd round the corner and then just double back to her own driveway while everyone's looking for her. Oh, there she is.
Oh,
She's at home.
we'll put out
What an
that poll
incredible
very
journey.
soon. But if you want to send in your suggestions, please do. Mailbox at cabinradio.ca. Send us a message to Mornings at the Cabin or to any of us. If you see us on the street, yell out a suggestion. I don't know. Whatever. The Last Starfighter! All right. God. You got to stop asking people to yell at us on the street.
Go back to work, Melanson.
Mornings at the Cabin. Done for another day. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.